What's happening, y'all? DJ Drum Major back with probably the most important update yet. Appreciate y'all watching this video, all of you and eyes, wherever you're watching from. Now, it's been a minute since I posted a video, but I got to tap in when something crazy happens, and that's what's been going on since the first of the year. Everybody talking about these aliens that came out of a portal in Miami. What, 10-foot creatures? I know you heard about this, so we're going to talk about that in a second, because I've been doing some research, doing some homework, doing some lab work, trying to figure out exactly what it was that came through the portal. And I figured out the name of these entities, the creatures, whatever you want to call them, the name of these creatures that came out of the portal, some history behind the portal and everything like that, and some other facts that I'm going to include in this video. So definitely stay tuned to the end of the video so you have a better understanding of what exactly went down. Like I said, it's been busy. It's been a whole year of change for me. So I figured out that there's a reason why we went through all this and why I've been going through all this personally. If you know anything about astrology, we're going into a different astrological age. Now, I'm going to only break this down for about a minute or so. We move on to the alien. So the different astrological age we're moving into is from Aries into Aquarius. And I'm Aries. I'm one of the people that's going to be going through the change first. And the shift is like a shift in consciousness, basically. And astrology has a lot to do with the way people feel, the way people think. And that's why people got different horoscopes and stuff that they look up to still. And so astrology has a lot to do with the way people act and everything also. And so I'm an Aries, one of the people that's going to be going through the change first and the transition. It's going to be a shift in consciousness. Basically, people are going to be on the search for the truth and the meaning of life and, wisdom and trying to find basically a sense of totality. So that's going to be happening more and more as we're going through the next couple of weeks, next couple of years, next couple of months or whatever. And they say we're in Aries. Well, we leave in Aries right now. We're out of Aries and we're in Aquarius already. Some people say we're still in Aries and it's going to take a couple more years for us to get into Aquarius. Some people say we already in it, basically. So it's going to be a great shift happening regardless in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, and next couple of years. A shift in consciousness. You can kind of see it already within the past couple of years. People saying I'm woke and all that, stay woke. They came out of nowhere, right? And that basically have to do with the whole shift in consciousness, which you're going to see more and more coming up. But like I said, it's been busy year for me. And I'm going to go through something that I really wasn't into in 2023 or in 2022 that I got into in 2023. And that's the whole astrology thing. You can see my hoodie right now, NASA planets and all that on it. And so I really got into astrology and all that and everything. I started following these ancient cultures, looking in the history, looking in the time, reading the Bible a little bit more, getting into ancient mythology, Greek mythology, Roman mythology, Hindu mythology, all that, trying to get into all these ancient cultures and trying to figure out exactly what happened. And when you look at it from a broad perspective, basically everything all connects if you look at it that way. And it's crazy. So I got into space, got into astrology. All those ancient cultures are really into astrology. So I think that's what really led me to astrology. But got into that, got a telescope. And I'll show you some really cool videos of the moon that I got. That's my new telescope right there. The video that I got, I'm going to show you is my old telescope, but I still going to show you them videos because I think I got something on the moon that people are saying is a phenomenon that shouldn't be there. Some type of light glowing on the moon that people are saying shouldn't be there because there's no life on the moon. So I'm going to show you that video as well. But first, I'm going to talk about these aliens in Miami. What exactly happened at night? And by the end of the video, you're going to know the name of the character or the creature that I'm talking about, what came out of the portal, with some evidence to support everything that I'm stating. All right, so let's go ahead and get it going. Now, the first part of this video, you're just going to see everybody on the street, whatever, like some cops and whatnot. This is the response they had on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, January 1st, and all the police showing up. Next video, you're going to see the moon. This is the video I took of the moon. Man, the moon is amazing when you look at it like so closely. And my other telescope, like I said, I'll be able to zoom in a little bit more, have some more clarity. So I can't wait to be able to use that and have some footage for y'all as well. Because I already got the camera set up. I just been waiting for like a warmer night because it's been like 20 degrees out lately every night. And I ain't going out there in that. So you can see the light right here. The light is like something glowing and people trying to say that what is that because it's not supposed to be anything glowing on the moon. So you kind of see that translunar phenomenon that people talking about and trying to say that it may be a life form on the moon or whatever. All right, so January 1st, what actually officially really went down? I'm going to go ahead and break it down to you, man. So January 1st, you got all these cop cars on the block saying they're responding to a teen fight in the mall. But if you look at stuff throughout history, you never really see a police response like this in comparison to other events. So what actually happened? People saying these 10-foot creatures come out of a portal and everything like that. And so I got a name for the creature, like I said. I'm going to go ahead and play this video that'll break down the definition and the history of that person that comes out of the portal or this entity or whatever. Then after that, I'm going to show you a video from these guys called Omar and Jasco. Now, they down there in Miami doing their thing. Shout out to them, their channel. They're doing some great work and some awesome research, So shout out to Omar and Jasco. Make sure you click that link. I'm going to link their channel in my description as well. But pay attention to what they say at the end of the video because they got this paranormal box and it picks up something from the paranormal box that you can tie into everything that I'm about to show you, all right? So strap in.
I just want to say this real quick. January 1st is not New Year's. The New Year starts in March, April, spring. New Year's, this guy right here, Janice. This who y'all celebrating tonight. This who y'all worshiping tonight. You want to know how people worship him? People worship Janice by making New Year's resolutions. Yeah, that's how the Romans and the Greeks worship this guy right here. New Year's resolution. So keep that in mind. The Most High did not make creation in the middle of dead winter. It's still winter. So yes, it is actually the 10th month. December is the 10th month, not the 12th month. So yeah, December, January is the 11th month, February is the 12th month. So yeah, it's not New Year's, guys. Janus.
Many fear change, venturing into the unknown, deviating from a path of safety and certainty into something unexpected. But life is change, a journey through doorways both physical and emotional, with every moment a passage to something new, and it is Janus, god of portals and transitions, that governs this. Bearing two faces, Janus is ever looking to the future and to the past, knowing both, but controlling neither. He is only the in-between, found in the changing of seasons, at the birth of a child, at the entrances to the temple and the tavern. For this reason, the Romans named the first month after him, January, a portal between the old year and the new. Yet the Roman emperors also attribute a strange tradition to Janus. At each end of his temple stand massive doors. In times of peace, these doors are closed, but in times of war, flung open. As Rome rose to power, rarely were these doors shut, but almost 400 years of peace have clothed Rome since then, and the temple has grown dusty with absence. These days, however, the doors are open once more. It seems war has returned, and the greatest of changes are upon us.
I don't know what that said.
Is there anybody here with us right now?
I am. It said I am.
I heard that.
Christmas. I thought there's somebody walking towards us right now.
Yeah.
Buried. Oh, it said buried.
It said buried. It didn't say it out loud, but it said buried. Did it just say alien?
Is that what that said?
Replay that back on the footage. I almost positive it said alien.
Okay, you got my mic on, right?
Yes.
All right. All right, I'm wearing a mic for Yasko's video. So we're going to have different videos here and there, so definitely check out his video.
And vice versa.
I thought I saw somebody walking up here.
That just said buried as well.
There is a shapeshifter.
There's a shapeshifter!
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
First thing it said.
What? Hold on. I want to confirm it said that. There is a shapeshifter. Wow.
Dude, that makes a lot of sense.
And it was literally right after I said I thought I saw someone.
Yeah, you said you thought you saw someone. There is a shapeshifter. Oh my god.
All right, so let's look into this Janus character a little bit more. Who was this Roman god of portals? Who was Janus? We see this two-faced image a lot in our lives. Many know it dates back to Greek and Roman mythology. However, there's much more to the character than meets the eye. Janus means archway in Latin. Janus was the Roman god of gateways and beginnings, often depicted as having two faces looking in opposite directions. The month of January is named for him. As a false god of motion, he looks after passages, causing the startings of actions, presided on all beginnings, and since movement and change are ambivalent, he has a double nature, symbolized in his two-headed image. His two faces, originally one was always bearded, one clean-shaven, later both bearded, originally represented the sun and moon. He was usually depicted with the key. Janus' head is a popular phrase for deception, that is, when action does not match speech. In the definition of Janus, there are two very different versions as to whom this mythological character really was. The irony is that most of our rulers today are two-faced, whether consciously or subconsciously. We all know lying and deception are inherent to the matrix that's been foisted upon us. We can say that's true. We call that politicking, right? So, what are they leaving out in the name Janus and all the popularized pictures and references to this guy is that Janus was actually known as Janus by Franz, and when you research that name, it takes us to a whole different place. In demonology, Bifrons was a demon, Earl of Hell, with 66 legions of demons under his command. He teaches sciences and arts, the virtues of gems and woods, herbs, and changes corpses from their original graves into other places, sometimes putting magic lights on graves that seem like candles. He appears as a monster, but then changes his shape into that of a man. All right, you got that? We're going to go to the next page. The origin of the name is, without any doubt, the Roman god Bifrons, Janus.
It is also said that Janus by Franz appeared as a monster and then changed his appearance to that of a man. In other words, he is a shapeshifter. What? All right, so only a few more slides I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna wrap it up for this video. But I saw this, I was like, man, why they do Morgan Freeman like this? He's the only one that look old with makeup on. Like, makeup is supposed to make you look younger, not for Morgan Freeman apparently. But back to the topic at hand: Janus and demonology. Janus by Franz is the Earl of Hell, 60 legions. We already read most of that on the other page, so we're gonna go down a little bit. It says, so Janus is depicted as a shapeshifter who keeps hiding his true identity and pretending to be something that he's not. All right, now that's crazy, because if you reflect on everything, we can recap. January 1st, we got the story, like the biggest story of all time, basically, of some creatures coming out of a portal, some shadow figures and whatnot. Several witnesses to the portal in the mall and everything. Apparently stuff shut off and they couldn't record. Then if you look further into history, you see that it was a demon or some type of god celebrated on January 1st or New Year's Eve that was known for opening up portals. Now, do you think it's any truth to this story or any truth to these old ancient stories like gods that existed before our time? Because what's the year, 2024? And humanity goes back to like 300,000 years at least if you do your research. Really just crazy to think about. And I'm gonna leave you with a couple more things before the end of this video. It's really just a stage. It's almost like a script. And sometimes they put stuff in movies and everything like that and let us know what's going to happen before it happens. Kind of like The Simpsons, you know? So watch this Stranger Things clip and a lot of similarities to what actually happened on New Year's night. All right, y'all stay safe in the meantime. I'm going to upload another video when it's another truth to be told. All right, peace.
You ugly piece of shit! When in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Rome, do as the Romans